Dear owner of the Harbor Walk in Destin, Florida, there's something that may need to be done now. I think it's time that you need to seek new management. There are so many complaints for several years about the manager that you currently have on this property. I bet we could get a petition together. That's what it takes. I think that would be a grand idea. Why? Because I think that Harbor Walk would do so much better with new management. Your current manager, well, his pants are just too big or too tight or something. The harassment and the problems that are being had with this manager are incredible. From drunk employees running into cars and security advisors that no law enforcement can be called onto the property because it's private property. So they don't permit the sheriffs or local law enforcement to be on the property. What is that? I mean, are all the security guards certified by law? They're police officers or something, and so they can handle it well. Gosh. And then it's like security, there's two different types. There's the night security and there's the day security. And they're both run differently. The next thing is that Mr. Hall likes to go around terminating employees of businesses. And how can he do that? I just don't understand that. That looks like some cool lawsuits to me. I know 8 people that Mr. Hall has terminated from one of the businesses on the Harbor Walk, and I'm sure they'd love to get into a cool class action lawsuit. People that have been injured on the Harbor Walk, and lawsuits should entail to the Harbor Walk for those damages because of negligence. Things like the maintenance of the Harbor Walk. This winter, when they rebuilt the Harbor Walk, it has brick with sand. It's not set with concrete, but with sand. And they came in and redid all the brickwork, but they ruined all the drainage and that. So there's like 2-inch gaps for each one of the drain grills and stuff throughout the Harbor Walk, which creates a problem where people get injured. They fall down, they get hurt, children get hurt. The drunks get hurt. Is it worth it? I think we need to seek mall management on that, because mall management is not doing a thing but going around playing God, thinking that they're doing the right thing, when I think there's some other more important things to pay attention to, like not harassing a minor child on 2 different job locations in less than a year. Why is that? I don't know. Why would you be jacking with a minor child? I just don't understand it. You really need to pay attention to the condition of the Harbor Walk cosmetically. Paint that is needed, repairs that are needed so badly. It's wrong. Mr. Hall will close businesses down that pay huge money to rent and tell them they cannot operate. And it's just when he feels like it. The way he approaches people and his rudeness and arrogance, I think this time has ended. It is time to replace this mall manager. I think, if a petition will get your attention, we'll start a petition. Let's do it. Because this is ridiculous. And if you just want to let the Harbor Walk go downhill instead of uphill, that's your choice, I suppose. But I like money. Everybody likes money. And I think that you need to think very, very carefully about rectifying this matter. Because it's insenseless and it's ridiculous. And, I think you would save more money in lawsuits by rectifying this matter. Really. You need to really analyze this matter. Go to all the different store owners Ask them what they're disappointed with. Ask them their problems with this manager, because he is absolutely out of control at this point. And you just really should take a look at this. I think Harborwalk is losing a huge amount of money. No one cares about the marijuana that's being smoked in the parking structures and on the property, which is a lot of employees that do this. Last year they were a little bit concerned about it. This year security's reply is, well, we can't do anything about it, weed's not really illegal. Well, it is in the state of Florida. I got news. If anybody has anything different to say, please post it on this post, because as far as I know, it's illegal. And I myself, I'm allergic to it. I can't be around it. There's the Harborwalk is designed for children and adults. People shouldn't have to breathe weed. I mean, cigarette smoking, one thing, but it's outdoors in the open. But this, letting weed be smoked, and they don't care anymore about doing anything about it. Can't have law enforcement on the property. What is it you guys are hiding? Law enforcement on the property, because obviously it's not being taken care of. Last year, security was up and down the boardwalk all the time. It was wonderful. Looks like a safe and great place to work and interact with people. In the last 6 months, security is just very, very little. You rarely see them. Sometimes all day to all night, you won't see that one security guard maybe pass by. Or is that because there's just so many problems at the Harborwalk that they're just all taken up? Well, maybe you need to get more security on staff. One of your greatest security people is a guy named Gregg that's head of security. And he is really good, level-headed type of guy. It's unfortunate the rest of his crew can't be that way. There's only a select few that are worth anything. They've hired a few new ones. That's a good thing to see. But maintain the Harborwalk. It's not safe to even walk on. The parking structures flood. Terrible. I mean, so it had a poor design, all right? I suppose, of the parking structures and so forth. But get somebody down there, pump it out before somebody slips and falls. I mean, people walk through that, or they get electrocuted, from the water and electric. I mean, somebody needs to pay attention to the Harborwalk. They say it's a public nuisance because of the noise, the fireworks, this, that, and the other, the residents and the Emerald Grand. Well, I think all these things need to be looked at and seriously considered. It's just, there's something grossly wrong, and I hope you, the owner, gets a hold of this and hears the cries of the people on Harborwalk. I think it's really, really sad, and it's hurting business so much, because you have a very arrogant, irresponsible manager on this property. Also, people that work for tips on the property, and some people pay, some people don't. Depends how good a friend you are, Mr. Hall. Because I know people that say they don't pay anything because they're his friend. And I think all that needs to be addressed. I really do. So what we need to do is, I think it would be a good thing if anybody has a complaint, post it in the comments below. Any complaint about the Harborwalk, I think it needs to be addressed. And I think that a petition would be in order if we can't get any action here, and get a hold of the owner or the corporate that owns the Harborwalk, so that they can rectify this matter immediately. I think it's a lot easier than class action lawsuit of employees and owners on the Harborwalk against Harborwalk. I think it would be better to solve the problem instead of let it grow, because it's just not worth it. I mean, Harborwalk's becoming a very dangerous place. Is it going to be like NOLA, where there's a shooting every day because they can't let law enforcement on the property? Because the manager doesn't spend enough time to see what's really going on down here and plays with piddly stuff like harassing minors and repeatedly. I mean, what's wrong with this guy? I think it's time that the axe is given to the manager of the Harbor Walk, just like he goes around doing to other people that are employed with businesses. He has no right to have them terminated. Is he going to pay their unemployment? I bet not. Well, let's see if somebody will pay his unemployment. But if he's terminated for not doing his job right, there is no unemployment to pay. I know that's the law. So, maybe he should see what it feels like. Because this is ridiculous. Replace the mall manager at Harbor Walk. Love the owners of Harbor Walk. It's a great place, but you need to seek new mall management immediately. Thanks, everybody. Have a wonderful day. If you have any comments about how much you like the Harbor Walk, or any problems you've had at Harbor Walk, how you didn't like what they did at Harbor Walk, whether you're a store owner or a customer, tourist, please list them below, because I think the owner really needs to see this. It would be really nice, because this needs to be looked upon very seriously at this time. It needs to stop. It needs to stop. Everybody have a wonderful and blessed day. Thanks for hanging in there. We sure appreciate you. And much money making to all the employees and the owners of the businesses on the Harbor Walk, and I hope for a very positive future when management is changed. See ya. Love to ya.